Hey y'all, Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic here. We are going to make a snowman today. I'm so excited to be coming live today. It's been a minute and I've had a ton of Christmas crafts and projects lined up, but we've kind of been a little bit behind, and so today I just wanted to stop and do a craft with you guys. So today, do you want to make a snowman? I'm so excited. I used to collect snowmen, and it's one of my favorite Christmas decorations. I always love seeing the snowmen. And today, our inspiration was this scrapbook paper. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It's made by the Paper Studio. If you can see, it's got the cutest little snowman holding a candy cane, and he's kind of rustic looking, which is right up my alley. So this is our inspiration piece. We're gonna see how close we can get to that snowman. If you're catching us live, say hi in the comments, sprinkle the video with your friends, share, get it out there so people can be inspired to do something crafty. I want to know, are you guys itching to put up your Christmas decorations? I am always a firm believer we do not put up any Christmas decorations until the day after Thanksgiving, but man, I get in the crafty mood. Of course, I've got to kind of stay ahead of the game to bring things out for you guys to inspire you, and man, it doesn't take but one or two steps into Hobby Lobby before you are Dollar Tree, Dollar General, all the places to see all the beautiful Christmas decorations that they're putting out already. So I got inspired because when I was in Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago, I found this paper and it was too cute and it was 50% off, so I had to grab it. And it's been sitting there. I've been stacking stuff up in the project pile, and I was like, today we're going to make that. So without further ado, we are going to be recycling this Valentine frame that I got from the Dollar General. It was just, I think it was, there's not a price on it, but I know I only paid a couple of bucks. It was under $5 because I got it on clearance after Valentine's Day. And it's just press board. You can see it's lightweight. It has a twine hanger, which I already love. It came with a hanger. And it's got these letters. I don't know if you could see, they're glitter. Normally, I would sand this down, just give it a light sand to smooth it out, but it's not that raised, and so we're going to cover it today, and I think we're going to be adding some stuff on top of it, so I don't think you're going to be able to tell, and I think it's going to be fine. So we're just going to leave it like this, and we're going to cover it up and dress it up into something different. So we're going to go ahead and cut this tag off. Again, if you're watching live, say hi in the comments, let us know where you're watching from. Be sure to sprinkle the video for us. We always love that. That helps us to get seen. Alright, so we've got the tag off, and before we do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and paint our little elements that we're going to be adding on the top. We're going to kind of build our snowman and then go backwards so that those parts have time to dry before we get them on here. So we're going to be using some wood slices to build our snowman. These are just wood slice ornaments that I got off of Amazon. You can also find these at Hobby Lobby and sometimes Dollar Tree and Dollar General, but you got to be quick in those stores because they go really fast. So I have these two little elements. We're going to paint them white. They're very inexpensive as well. The ones that I got on Amazon, it was like a huge bag for like $10 or $12, and like I'm still working out of the same bag that I've had for a couple years. All right, I'm just going to get a template to put or a palette, not a template, words, to put some paint in so we can paint these bad boys. I'm just using plain, it's actually called Snow. This is Americana from Hobby Lobby. I buy the big ones for the white. You'll see me painting with these, but for things like white and my favorite black, I'll get it in the bigger size just because I use so much of it. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and just start. You know what? I probably need a bigger brush for this, Lois. Sorry. Let me get a bigger brush. Make it go a little faster. I am going to paint just the center, the light tan part, and we're just gonna go all the way around, kind of leaving that rustic edge. Super easy. These wood slices are a great, like I said, you can buy them a smaller pack at, just going to kind of slather some paint in the middle and then just kind of ease it on out to the edge. You never want to dollop the paint on your paintbrush and start on the edge, because then you're going to bleed over. So kind of just place it in the middle and then work your way out. Anyway, you can get the smaller packs of the wood slices at, you know, your local craft store. But if you're a crafter, or if you have kids that you need to keep busy during, you know, break time, that sort of thing, crafts are a fun way to do that. And you can get the big pack from Amazon. It's very cost effective. It's going to last a long time. Like I said, I'm still working on one that I got a couple of years ago, and I use these all the time in lots of different crafts. So you'll see I'm just taking my paint from the inside and kind of smoothing it out. That's going to help you out. Hello, is it Meshach from Kenya? Thank you for joining us this afternoon. So these wood slices, I have also, if you don't have access to get them online, or if you just are on a budget, I have literally gone into my yard and just found some big sticks and cut them to get wood slices. One year I made a whole, I made ornaments for all of our grandkids from wood slices. Now I did have to treat them, because natural wood will dry and start splitting if it's not treated. So there is some treatment oil that you can get at Lowe's to treat the wood so it doesn't do that. Okay, I'm not going for perfect. I just got a good whitewash on there. Now we're going to do our little piece. So that is an option too. You can always just go into your yard and get some limbs. Alrighty. This is, and kids love, this is such a good little, you can do what I'm doing, or you can let them just go to town and be creative and paint on them. These also, the ones, you can get them on Amazon with or without the holes. But the ones, when they getting them with the holes just makes it so much easier, because you could do ornaments, you can do garland, tons of things you can do with wood slices.